This video, we're going to break down the Veer Myn from Deadzone Outbreak. Okay, who's ready to talk about some rats? Let's talk about the Veer Myn. I love these guys. I really do. But when they first came out in the Kickstarter and, you know, we saw the models, it was awesome. Then we get the rules. They are freaking horrible, okay? So now, fast forward a little bit, I get put onto the rules committee with 2 new guys and 2 of the older guys. And our job is basically, job 1, fix the Veer Myn. So we come out with the FAQ and we change it, and now they are great. They are so much better. They are awesome. I'm not patting ourselves on the back, but I got to tell you, the rules committee and myself, the other guys, we did work on this. They are better now. You can win tournaments with them. You can really go to town with them. So let's go over it. Now what I'm going to do is take the FAQ, take the stuff that was changed, and put in here from the book to now. This is what I'm going to do. So the highlighted stuff is all the change from the 2.0 rule book to now. All right. So here we go. The brood mother, she got better. Okay. Still 1 to 2, size 2, armor 2, tack 2, 554. She is tough. 38 points, 4 victory points. Still has a chem staff, AP 1, it burns, and her claws, which are range F, AP 1. She is a beast. Love her. Now, size 2, 3 wounds, armor 2, tough, 4 up save. She almost can't die. She does, but she is so much more survivable. Feral Inspiration, basically, you can drop one of these, and if you're within 2 cubes of the brood mother, you can get Frenzy 1 till the end of the round. Okay, so let's say you drop it, you're two cubes away from her, you get it, you move away, you move 3 cubes away, get into a fight, you still have Frenzy 1. Now, the problem is when she died, it was a dead ability. It was a dead splat. So now the change is if the brood mother has been killed, then you may still use the armor special result if within 2 cubes of the cube in which the brood mother was slain. Now, the brood mother dies and she's in that cube. You drop the feral inspiration 2 cubes away from where she died. So it's basically a stationary point. You can go back, you can go there, whatever. But I think she'll release a pheromone or a hormone or something that they can smell. They see that she's dead and it inspires them and go in and go crazy. And, you know, you can't stack the splats, but if you have Frenzy, this just adds Frenzy 1 to it. It's really good. She still has a Recon 4. She's a great model. The Master Creeper is brand new. Look at this. Brand new model. Moves on a 2 to 3. 0 armor, size 1. He has Ray Pistol, Det Packs, which is range F, AP 2, or range 2 Blast. Those are really, really strong weapons. Tactician 1, Scout, 555 across the board. 20 points, 2 victory points. Bomb Expert. Spend an army special result to allow the active model to make a special action to perform a range 2 blast attack. So now, when you use this splat, it is a special action, which is a short action. So you got to be reminded of that. He has a Recon of 3+. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The only thing is for 18 points more, you take the brood mother. This is your cheap leader that you take. Not too bad. I don't know about Scout on him. I would hide him. I would keep him there, not to lose the tack 1. Let's move on to, there's the Wiener Cannon. Let's move on to the Progenitor. A little bit of change here. Still the same 2, 3. Armor 0, size 1, 554, tack 1. He's got a ray gun, which is range 4, weight of fire 1, rapid fire. He has gone down from 30 points and 3 VPs to 20 points and 2 VPs. A lot cheaper, and he has a Recon of 4. Surge is basically if the model has already been activated, it may move up to 1 cube. This can trigger a fight, or you can hide, or whatever. Pretty cool ability. He always had a good splat. Now you have a really hard choice ahead of you. What are you going to do? What are you going to take? You got 3 good leaders. I'm still in the camp that I love that brood mother. Let's move on to the troops. Okay, the crawlers. Okay, move on to 2 to 3. Size 1, no armor. 655 across the board. They have a ray gun, range 4 with a weight of fire 1. 6 up shoot, rate of fire 1. 10 points, 1 victory point, coming down from 12 points. I don't really like these guys. I'll be honest with you. I usually take the Stalkers, which we're going to go over next. I'm not a big fan of them, even with the 6-up shoot, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too crazy about them. Let's go with the Stalkers. Okay, 2-3, no armor, size 1, 7 shoot. Ugh. But fight of 4, survive of 5. They've come down from 10 to 8 points. Okay, a little bit more cheap. You can get a few more in there. You know, you can get maybe 1 or 2 more extra in there with the saving the points. I do like the Stalkers a lot. On a 4-up fight, they do a lot of work. And I'll tell you what, I've even killed some stuff on a 7 shoot with them. You know, just got to get full model and elevation, roll a lot of dice. And I suggest, if you can, at all times, roll as many 8s as possible. I mean, I don't know if you can, but if you could, I definitely recommend you do that. The Malignus, okay, still 2-3, no armor, size 1, 5-6-5. He now used to have come stock with a chem thrower, which is range 1, AP 1, volatile, it burns. Now he has a ray gun, which is range 4, weight of fire 1. He's only 12 victory points, coming down from 18 because you're going to equip him with the gun. You're not going to leave him like this. You're going to equip him with a gun. All right. The Creeper, one of the first things you'll notice is that in the book you just had the symbol. Now you actually have a model here. Okay, and it's the guy from Warpath. You get some of these metal tools that he runs around with. It's pretty cool. Moves on a 2-3, no armor, size 1, 6-5-5, engineer, but he does have scout. He does have scout. And if you look up here, the Creeper used to be 12 points, but now he's gone up to 14 points. So basically everything is the same. He's got some cool weapons with, you know, AP2, Maglock, range F AP2, and a range 2 blast. And scout, definitely worth 2 more points. Definitely worth 2 more points. Let's go over one of my 2 favorite models. This was what drew me to the Veer Myn. The Night Terror with sides. It's still great. One of the things moves 2-3, but now he's gone from size 2 to size 3. I think so. He's on that big Strider 60 mil base. He should be size 3. Fight of 4, survive of 5. Rampage. Now he's got tough. Tough. People with a 5-up save. Tough. Makes him a lot more survivable with that extra wound. 4 wounds as opposed to 3. And he is a beast. Still has the size. 26 points, 3 victory points. Love these guys. Night Terror with Spitter. 2-3. No armor. Same thing. They got the increase in the size. Tough beast. 26 points. The Heavy Chem Spit is range 5 AP3. I usually don't take these guys. But I'm thinking in the next build I might try it out. See how they work out. Still tough. Survive of 5. You're going to have to get them up and around, but they are mobile, so you can get some firepower where you need it. Maybe throw a shoot dice on them, move the 3, shoot dice, and, you know, get some work in. But AP3 is no joke. And range 5, range 5 is not the best range as like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But when you move on a 2-3, range 5 doesn't really come into play. So I gotta check these guys out. I gotta give them a chance. I love the Rat Swarms. Brand new entry. The models you can get with the Piper from the Kickstarter. I think you could also get them on the Mantic side, I think, with the Mantic points. Move on to 1-2. No armor, size 2. They fight on 5, survive on 5. No shoot stat because that would be silly that the Rat Swarm has a gun. Agile, beast, tough. It's pretty cool that if you're in the same stack, the rats will come out of the gratings or over the side and start to peck, nibble, and kill you. 14 points, 2 victory points. They're not the greatest models as far as effectiveness, but I do love them. I do love them. And if they get up inside of your cube, you might have a problem. Also, think about it. If they charge in size 1, they're size 2. You're rolling 5 dice. Could work. Could work. 8 trains are possible. Let's move on to my tied for my favorite with the Night Terror, the Nightmare. Moves on a 1-2, armor 1, size 2. So armor 1 from armor 0. Still with the crappy 6 shoot fight, but 4 shoot stat, but 4 fight, 4 survive. Has 2 hard points. They've come down from 23 to 17 points. So that's pretty cool. 2 victory points is the same. I love these guys. I usually run 2 or 3 of them. I really do like them. They've always done good by me. Here is the Wiener Cannon, the Rumble weapon platform. It's still the same, 16 points, 2 VPs. You got to put This doesn't come stock. You got to add that later on. Still is a 5 shoot, 5 survive. It is a vehicle. Won't go up ramps or whatnot, but it's size 4. So you get 5 wounds on it. Wounds on a 1 to 2. Still pretty cool. I do love the model. I love the guy sitting in back there. The Tangle is the same. 25 points, 3 VPs. Psychic powers, now that the Chovar is out, the Chovar ODSU is out, I'm starting to think that, you know, I could really utilize psychic powers. The only problem with this guy, moves on a 1 to 1, survive of 4, invigorate, stun, suppression with the psychic powers. You don't need line of sight, but maneuvering him around the battlefield might be a little tough. That's the thing with him. So moves on a 1 to 1. I mean, the model's so cool, but jury's still out on it. Try them out. Let me know. Let me know. Give me some tips on the Tangle. Brand new model, the Tunnel Runner, coming straight from Warpath. Moves on a 1 to 4. 1 armor, size 4, so 5 wounds. 5/5/5 across the board. He's a vehicle, cannot go up and down because they stay on the bottom, but they rule that lower cubes. You can't get away with them. Here are their weapons. They're really good. Some people say they're too good. Man, they are really good. Twin Chem Spitter, range 6. AP2, weight of fire, 1. So AP2 and weight of fire is sick. Sides, range F, AP1, Frenzy 1. Oh my goodness. A size 4 model with Frenzy 1 on a 5-up fight. So unless you're going up against a Strider, unless you're going up against an Aberration, you will always be bigger than someone. Okay? The only thing is, they get bogged down because they really don't have too much movement. So if you're fighting, you got a lowly creeper in there or stalker or whatever, they can't go through that cube, so they get stuck. That's the way to hamper them. But I tell you what, every time I've gone up against them, they've done more than their fair share of work. 30 points, 3 victory points. I'd say one of the better vehicles in the game, man. Priced accordingly. Maybe a little too cheap, but they do a lot of great stuff, man, for a size 4 vehicle. Whew! You know, I love these guys. Take 2, take 3 if you can. All right, here's your weapons. Smoke grenade launcher and toxic grenade launcher are brand new. Okay, I'm going to show you that down below. The big drill, the spitter, these are all the things you can put on your nightmares. You know, the heavy chem thrower. The paradrills is my favorite. The two-handed drill is okay, but I like taking the paradrills because you get Frenzy 1. They got the 4-up fight. It makes a big difference. And, you know, size 2 guys getting a little extra. Some new stuff. The ammo, APM, all that's the same. Stun grenades. Okay, throw it. It's a rare. You take 2 of them in a 200-point game. And basically, you know, you can take the activation away from someone. That's pretty cool. The whole cube, man. It's a beautiful thing. Toxic grenade. You drop a toxic smoke screen. We're going to get on that down below. Let's look at this, the additional weapons. Smoke grenade launcher is 8 points, 0 VPs, range 5, indirect smoke screen, group leader. So, throw a smoke grenade, you know what that does, right? You know, you drop in a cube, all the adjacent cubes around, up, below, everything will give you a -1 to shoot through. You can't target the guys unless you could target them with indirect or stuff like that. Stuff that targets the cube. You can't target a model that's inside smoke grenade launcher. You can't shoot through the smoke to get through to the guy hiding in back of the smoke grenade, directly in back of it, or through your line of sight. But, you know, now with the smoke grenade launcher for 8 points, okay, you can have an unlimited amount of smoke grenade launchers. You know, just really, really good, okay? The toxic grenade is basically range 3 grenade toxic smoke screen. It's exactly like the Asterion toxic smoke screen, just that this one you have a range 3, you could throw it. Don't forget, you know, same things with a smoke grenade. It's exactly the same thing, just that toxic is where a model with more than 1 wound goes in there. He goes down to 1 wound. You get 1 wound on them, you can kill them in there. That's your Teraton killer. That is your Night Terror. Now, there was a thing going around that, you know, there was a little fluff saying about they are immune to the toxins, but they are not immune to toxic grenades or toxic smoke screens. So let's just get that straight. Because if a Veer Myn's in there, you got a big Veer Myn in there, it's going to go down, all right? And the same rules apply for toxic that apply to everything else. So you got to check the rule book, all right? Page 35. The Toxic Grenade Launcher, 12 points, 1 VP, range 5 indirect, toxic smoke screen. Can go on the leader, okay, group leader, light explosive. You know, I do like it. It's 4 points more than the smoke grenade launcher. It is 1 VP. You're giving the Veer Myn die, all right? So listen, let's say you give it to the Malignus and he's shooting it, or you give it to your leader. But, you know, if they die, you're giving up 1 extra VP. Now, don't get me wrong, Toxic is pretty good. But I do lean towards a smoke grenade launcher just because, you know, you're shooting smoke all over the place and your guys will get up there. You know, hopefully that helps with the survive. So smoke and toxic with these guys are really good. You try to synergistically use that and it makes a big difference. But very cool nonetheless. Here are your pictures. You know, we all love these. You can see what everything is. The super heavy chem thrower. Here is the super heavy chem spitter, but we all know what the real name is for those guys. Different thing, big drill, grenade launcher, all this cool stuff. I guess the progenitor, that's the grenade launcher. I never thought it was a grenade launcher. I thought that was something else, like maybe a chemical spitter or something like that. That's what I thought it was, or, you know, thrower or something like that. But I guess that's the grenade launcher. So I'm going to have to break these off and put them on a few guys. But that's really cool that we get to see what everything is here. And that's it, guys. That brings us to the last one. This is it, the Veer Myn. They are the last of the core factions in the Deadzone Outbreak book. We've gone from A to Z, from Asterion to Veer Myn. This is the last video covering the core one. So we got more videos coming up as far as that, but let's talk Veer Myn a little bit. I love these guys. I really do. With the new rules, hoarding them out, big nasties. Just, you know, you could do what you want. You could take a bunch of nightmares or night terrors, or you could take a bunch of malignuses and throw toxic everywhere and try to burn them out and use your acid. There's some psychic power in here. There's just an all-around cool faction, all right? The new points, the new abilities, the new weapons, they just make them super. I'm really happy to be able to write new rules for these guys and, you know, change some things around and just go to town with them. You know, the rules committee did it. I think we did a great job on this, patting ourselves on the back because, you know, they're playable now. Before they were just not. They were just collecting dust on the shelf. Now, once they got written again, you could do it again. So, but like I said, this was the last one. This was a lot of fun, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you'd be able to open up your Deadzone game, you know, throw some comments. If you've seen a video, you have another thing that you'd like to add, throw it in a comment below. I always answer. I've never not answered a comment. But it's been a blast bringing this to you. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I really do. I wanted to do the videos this way, and that's why they came this way, and I waited for permission to do these videos because I was able to show the book. And now it seems that a lot of you guys are starting to receive your books, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Let's play some Deadzone. But like I said, I really appreciate you sticking with me. You know, like I said, go back and check out the other videos. We do have a Patreon, and check out the people who are donating. These people are awesome. They help us make awesome videos like this, because without them, we couldn't get this done, and it really helps us. Every little bit helps, and every dollar that's donated goes right into the channel. So, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate you spending a lot of time with me. If this is your first time here and you're wondering about Deadzone, please hit the subscribe button. Hang out with us. Become part of the family. And if this video helped you, whether you liked it or not, give me a thumbs up, because, you know, we want to just bring you the best videos we can. And if you do that, that just, you know, makes us feel great. So, guys, once again, thank you so much. Stay tuned. There are some more Outbreak videos coming out. Don't think this is it. And I will see you in the next one.